Alright, I normally do videos and I explain how to do something in WordPress, and this is going to be a different one because I just got back from WordCamp US, which was in Portland, Oregon, and Portland's pretty, like outside of Portland is pretty. Um, did some hiking and whatnot. But WordCamp ended with Matt Mullenweg basically throwing fire on WP Engine. So there is a Reddit blog post about basically the title of it is Matt just threw WP Engine under the bus hard. Maybe the deserved it, but I don't know. Assuming they deserve it, but I don't know. And I highly recommend watching the. I'll link to it in the video. It's about 7 hours into it, 7 hours and 7 minutes or so. It's basically the whole day, all of the talks that were done at WordCamp in that room, and so it's 7 hours of it, and then Matt Mullenweg speaks. And my primary issue with what Matt did is we have a code of conduct within the WordPress community. Make it, call it what you will. Sometimes it's a little different than other conferences, but we do have a code of conduct where it's supposed to be a safe place where you don't call people out and make people feel unsafe, and that is definitely not what Matt did to WP Engine. So I think that's a problem. So code of conduct's a problem. Another problem is Matt kept saying it's open source, and last time I checked, open source means it's open. I'm not forced to give you help or anything like that. I should be able to go download it, use it, and sell it. I know there's a difference between the GPL and like the BSD license. To be honest, if I kind of wish I prefer the BSD license, but that's for a different talk. But we're under the GPL, and WP Engine has the right to take that product and sell it, and never give back in any way, form, or fashion. And for example, I've used MySQL for 23 years because WordPress uses it. Well, I guess I was using it well before I was doing WordPress stuff. But PHP, Linux, all kinds of things, I have never actually given back to those projects. But I've never had the organizer of an open source project get on stage and basically, I don't want to use the word threaten. It wasn't a threat, but it was definitely uncomfortable. So my question is, how much is enough? How much should someone be giving back where we're not going to have Matt calling me out on it? I know I'm saying that sarcastically, but seriously, what is the tip? Is there a, if your company is making so much, you should be giving back X amount? I mean, that's not free and open source. I mean, if we're going to be calling out companies that aren't giving back, I want to know what the expectation is. I don't think that's fair. Now, we also, if Matt had come out with context and gave us more information saying, I had this conversation with this person at this time and they said no. I talked to this person at this time and they said no. We don't want to give back anymore because we are mean people. Whatever it is, that's that's a strange one. Another thing that Matt said, he was complaining about how WP Engine has the name WP in it. My company has WP in it. I thought that's actually what they recommend. Don't use the word WordPress, but you can use WP and put it in your business name and you're good. It's like Matt was complaining about, what do you call it when it's branding awareness? Like, was complaining about that. That was kind of interesting. So when it comes to confusing brands and things like that, what about the .com and .org of WordPress? It's really confusing. That's brand awareness problems. I don't think because WP Engine has WP in the name, I don't think things get confusing. Everything in the WordPress community has the letters WP in it, so that's really weird. And then really the last, and I think fourth thing is the Matt knew that he wasn't happy with WP Engine, and they sent, I keep using the number 20, but I don't know if that's an accurate number, but I'm going to use that number. They sent 20 employees to a conference and then basically got dumped on by the number one guy in Automatic. And said that the thing that bothered me the most, I think, is that Matt said if they want their $75,000 back, they can have it. They just have to ask for it. I know he might not have said it with that tone, but that's how I interpret that. If you're unhappy with someone and you don't need their $75,000, give it back. I think I would call that as a bad practice to do that. So anyway, those are my thoughts on what happened with WordCamp US. I just wish there were some more information that were out, so we could really understand what's going on. So maybe I'll post again once I actually understand, but those are the questions that I have right now.